Welcome to Jihad's Talk. My parents, Angie Monroy, Anna Pinzon, and my person, Cristian Espinosa, are here to talk about English role in international business and commerce.
Good morning, everyone. Today, we invite to you journey with the true dynamic world of global commerce. Words, words shape wealth and language. Yes, one language in particular acts as the bridge between nations, companies, and cultures. That language, of course, is English. Now, as the language of deals, English has become far more than a tool of communication is the currency of international business, the invisible trade connector, Tokyo to Toronto and Singapore to San Francisco.
But how did English come to hold such power in the realms of trade and negotiation? To understand its present dominance, we must first trace historical roots. English influences in commerce began during the British colonial era, when maritime routes and mercantile expansion spread the language across continents. Later, in the 28th century, the economic and technological leadership of the United States transferred English into the global standard for business communication, from stock exchange to shipping contracts. English became synonymous with opportunity, modernity, and trust.
At the influence unmistakable today, English manifests itself in countless ways across international commerce. Think about global trade agreements, multinational board meetings, or even virtual negotiation on Zoom. English dominates them all. The World Trade Organization, the International Monetary Fund, and majority of multinational corporations operate primarily in English. Even when two not-native speakers save a German engineer and Korean investor discuss a deal. Their shared language is almost always English. It's not just a language, it's the operating system of global business.
So who benefits more from the linguistic phenomenon? The primary beneficiaries of those with a strong English proficiency. Professional entrepreneurs and nations that had invested in English education. Countries like India, Singapore, and the Netherlands have leveraged English fluency to attract foreign investment and boost global competitiveness. For individuals, mastering English often means acquiring mobility, access to multinational companies, and higher salaries. In short, English professionalism has become passport to global opportunity.
However, while some benefit, others face challenge, culture and communities with limited access to English education of the find desert and the disadvantaged, excluding from global markets or overlooked in international negotiation. Smaller language rates being overshadowed their use in professional space, diminishing as English dominates the discourse. This imbalance can create what linguists call linguistic inequality, where economic power refers language power and vice versa.
Still, it's undeniable that English has generated many positive impacts worldwide. It has facilitated international cooperation, simplified cross-border transactions, and accelerating innovation. Global entrepreneurs can communicate instantly, multinational teams can collaborate seamlessly. English has built a common communicative infrastructure that allows ideas, goods, and investment to flow with unprecedented ease. It is quite literally the language that keeps the global economy in motion.
Yet, every advantage reached is the challenge. The negative side of English dominance is the risk of cultural homogenization. As English becomes the corporate default, local language and expression often fade for professional context. Some fear that the world is the trending linguistic diversity for economic convenience. Moreover, workers without English fluency are sometimes judged as competent, even when their skills or exceptional, creating barriers based on the nobility but on absence of community.
Now technology. The great equalizer has both amplified and altered English global reach. The internet, digital media, and AI translation to have spread English content faster than ever before. Business platforms like LinkedIn or virtual negotiation via Zoom or Google Meet rely heavily on English interfaces. At the same time, this tool giving now native speaker ability to participate more confidently, reducing communication gaps, and furthering inclusion in many ways. Technology is reshaping English from an elite code into a shared global tool.
Interestingly, efforts to balance English influence are also emerging. International organizations encourage multilingual policies, and companies like the European Union or the United Nations promote language diversity in those imitations. Some nations, like China and France, invest heavily in promoting that their own languages through cultural diplomacy. These actions don't aim to reject English but to ensure that linguistic power remains plural, not monopolies.
Looking to the future, English's influence is likely to evolve, not disappear, but transform with artificial intelligence, real-time translation, and global education reforms. English may shift from being a privilege to being a necessity everyone can access. We may see a world where English continues to lead international commerce, but in more inclusive, culturally aware forms, where diversity and understanding complement communication rather than compete with it.
Even in this globalized landscape, language profession remains a barrier for many. Millions of professionals are excluded from high-level discussion simply because they lack English fluency. This challenge, therefore, is not only to teach English, but to teach it equitably, empowering people from all backgrounds to engage meaningful in international commerce. Because when access to language becomes access to opportunity, we move one step closer to a truly inclusive global economy.
What's fascinating is that not native speakers are not merely adapting to English, they are transforming it. Through accent, vocabulary, and cross cultural expression, they are enriching English into what experts now call global English. This evolving version reflects not just British or American influence, but the collective creativity of the world's business community. English today belongs to everyone who uses it to make deals, share ideas, and build bridges.
When we compare English with other major languages, like Chinese, Spanish, or Arabic, we see that while these languages hold significant regional influence, none just yet match English's universal reach in finance, technology, and trade. But still, the rise of China's economy and the growing number of Spanish-speaking markets remains as that linguistic power is the never static. It reflects global shift influence, innovation, and identity.
And that's the beauty of it. English may be the language of deals today, but the future of global commerce depends on mutual understanding, no linguistic dominance.
So, as professional entrepreneurs and global citizens, let us not only speak English, but use it to connect, respect, and empower. So, in that spirit, let us make English not just the language of success, but the language of solidarity.
Because at its core, global business thrives not on competition but on collaboration.
And in the end, the true language of global commerce is not English alone, it is understanding.